Hi, I'm Simon from Hope Woodturning, making this film about the beading tool for the KS YouTube channel. Made by Crown Tools, my design, a round bar with two sizes milled into the same bar. So we have 5mm width here, 5mm bead, and we have 10mm on the other side. So it's really important that you don't use it handheld in case you have a catch. These are very sharp on the edges, so make sure you put it into a handle system. But let's show you how it works. So there is a little technique I found to get the best results. I've just sharpened them and the angle is 45 degrees and you use it with that part facing downwards. Now you want to be sort of on the center line and the little technique that I use is you can wobble left to right, but I actually found that if you tip like this, just on the left hand point, you don't lift off. You just pivot as you go in, and then you just finish with a little bit of a wobble. You'll see the technique when I get cutting. So the speed's fairly fast, around about 3,000 RPM. And as we start cutting in, you just get the points started, and then a little bit of lifting, just pivoting on the left. Yeah, and just keep going until you just about get to the apex. Now if you keep going at this point, you could actually tear the apex. There's a tiny little bit of a flat on there. So we've been lifting like this, and then I just finish with a little bit of a wobble until we finish the apex, like so. Now I'm going to repeat that and do it again. So we line up the right hand point with the gap, and as we start cutting in, the left hand one will automatically locate itself, and then we do our pivoting. So pivot, pivot, pivot as we start to cut in. Just stop before you get to the apex, and the last little bit you just sort of wobble very, very gently left to right just to get a full bead. And now we'll turn it around and show you the 10mm size. So I've just got it in my quick release handle, lock it down, and we'll make some bigger beads. So we're going to line up the right hand point with that groove there, and as we start cutting, we're just going to rock on the left hand point. You can see that's cutting nicely, cutting, 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 and just stop before you actually get to the apex. The last little bit I really sort of ease off, just do a little bit of rocking just to finish the bead. Let's make another one. So line up with the groove, rock, 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 just on the left point. Just before we get to the apex, stop. Then we're just going to rock it from left to right very gently. You can see the dust coming off. Yeah? So when the dust comes off all the way, you can see that you've actually got a complete bead. Let's try on a bowl blank. Just stop at the apex, just gently roll over the last little bit. There's still actually a little bit of a flat spot on there, so I'm going to go back and go just a little bit deeper. So the last bit should just be wobbling from left to right. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, so even on cross grain, you can see how clean a cut we have there. I'll do another one on the left hand side just to show you. Same technique as on the spindle, just pivoting on the left. Just before you get to the apex with stop, really gently then just rock from left to right, just to finish that off. Yeah, perfect. Almost don't have to sand them. Yeah, no problem at all. Just use a diamond file on the surface on there. It does tend to sort of put a burr on the inside edge. If you have a round diamond, it is nice just to take that out. But if you haven't, after you've done the first cut, it will take the burr away anyway. But yes, you can just do it with a diamond for maybe 2 or 3 attempts, and then you'll have to put it on the grinder. 45 degrees, you can use the setter just nice and gently like this on the grinder. So it's not just for spindle work. You can use it to decorate the outside of bowls, outside of boxes, many applications. Speed-wise, if you're doing it on a larger bowl, the process just takes slightly longer. Maybe you can't go so fast and the speed's slightly lower. But it's the same principle of what I've just showed you. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you on another video. Thanks for watching.